Hey there. I am back. It's Felix here. Anna, I don't know if you can see me. I'm going to try this again and see if it works. We're having some technical difficulties, so we were going to try to do comments, and then I was going to answer the questions in there, but I'm not exactly sure if it's working or not. So, oh, I think it is. Awesome. Awesome. Maybe this will work then. Sorry, I was just waiting for it to come up. So I'm here to share. Okay, good. So you can see and hear. Oh, that's awesome because it was quite interesting. That's so funny. So we're here to talk about the blog party that I just finished up. It's really just finished up. There's still some things that I'm tying up. So I don't know where to begin. It was phenomenal experience. So I'll just kind of, I guess if it's okay, I'll just give a little overview, and then if there's any questions that are specific that you have, you can ask. Basically, I decided to do, I think most of you know, but I decided to do the 30-day blog party. Actually, it was like a 31-day because it went a little bit longer, but it was, I don't even know where to begin. You can help me. I guess it was a phenomenal experience. It was from the connections made to the resources provided to everything that I learned about myself and my readers. It was a huge, like I would say, a huge success for me as far as what I was hoping for. I did go through and try to be really particular about following the steps in the course, and that was awesome. I think in the beginning was it what I expected? It was beyond what I expected. I didn't really even know what to think at the beginning, but anything that I could have hoped for, it was beyond what I had expected. I think in the beginning it was a little tricky because I was just trying to get my groove of things. I realized that a lot of bloggers are just like myself and maybe not like way ahead of the game. So that was a little bit of a challenge, but because if I didn't have the stuff laid out for me in the course, like I don't even know how I would have done it, but the stuff, everything that was laid out for me and the steps I needed to take and the fact that I could ask questions and go that way was a huge help. And once I kind of got into the groove as far as what I was going to, like the formatting and the graphics and the sharing and all of that kind of stuff, I mean, life definitely happened, and there was things in the middle that I couldn't really control, but it just flowed. Like it really did flow, and it was amazing. Oh, sorry, I thought there was another question, but it was really amazing for, I think, the contributors. Like that side of it went well. Everybody seemed really excited to be there. They were really happy to be there, and it was just such a neat coming together of things. The templates were hugely helpful. Like I said in the beginning, especially, I don't know what I would have done. I don't even know how you did this, Anna, without templates, because I was a little bit crazy and I had everything in front of me. Now, the other thing you guys have to remember is, like, I did 30 days and I didn't have that much notice. Like, I know that's probably the one rule I broke of yours, but it was kind of like if I didn't do this now, I wasn't going to do it, and I knew I needed to just step because I had this idea and I really felt like it needed to be done. So I didn't back up and I didn't like work up farther ahead. If I could work a little bit ahead like you had recommended in your course, I would have been a lot better off. So if you work a little bit ahead like recommended in the course, you have the templates, just awesome, would flow so well. It flowed incredibly well, even with me not having much notice. So, oh, thank you. It's amazing. It really is amazing. I think, like, it's such a good, and I'm just like looking over things. Like I said, it's just kind of, I think I don't know if it was Anna or somebody had said, oh yeah, I think so, the ripple effect. It's now even seeing the post from the beginning, and I've talked to, there's people that I had talked to, readers and contributors and ministries and things like that, that I never would have without this, like without this coming together and like uniting for this one purpose. I mean, it was just amazing, and I think the ripple effect is going to be huge. Like the posts that are in the beginning now are like picking up still. So I mean, I'm still like, I'm just finishing up the month. So like the first half is still, you know, getting the ripple effect. So I can't even imagine the effect that it will have long term. I mean, it's already short term a great effect. And then, you know, it's so much experience that like when I say that I learned about myself and my business, that was huge. That was huge because I learned my readers, and more so, like I thought I knew my readers, which I think I did generally speaking, but I learned even more about them, which was awesome. I did see a big jump in traffic. Yeah, a big jump in traffic. And then social shares and everything leading back to my blog as well. I mean, it was just, yeah, I wish I had my stats and stuff for you. I don't have any of that, but maybe once I get my stuff together. But I do have everything written down. I just don't have it in front of me. But yeah, it was amazing. It was really a great experience. It was all around. I mean, I don't think it could have been, there really isn't much that I would change. The only thing that I would have changed was actually on my end, which doesn't have anything to do with the course. It's just learning the Facebook engagement better. Like Instagram is my thing, Facebook's not. I'm trying. So this was a huge, like, you have to also keep in mind, I mean, there's like 300 and something members in our group for the parenting group off of my blog party as well, plus the email subscribers. There's a huge jump in subscribers with that too. So I was actually really surprised at how many people. Maybe it's because, like, being on the business side, I sign up for way too many. I call myself like an opt-in addict. I have too many things I opt into. But I was actually really surprised at how many people would want the daily email. Like, they really did sign up, and it was such a neat thing. And then the giveaways. Oh, that was the other thing that was so cool, is the giveaways and the different sponsors and the different ministries that I had contact with for that, and just this reassuring theme that this is a great thing, and it's really an awesome thing for us to all come together. And, you know, as believers, I really think that it was a beautiful picture of ministry, and like everybody coming together and supporting, you know, the cause. So I think it was really, really good. Traffic, email subscribers, templates. I'm trying to think if you have any other questions. Readers. Learning about my people, that's really awesome. And of course, you know, I have so many ideas now, too many ideas, after my blog party of things to do in the future, or future blog parties, or things like that. But I mean, I definitely would do it again. Does not start all, yeah, that was so huge for me to know that. I actually thought, what she said was, I always remind my students that the whole party does not all start all together. Like, I actually was a little bit panicked when I had messaged her, like, because I wasn't giving a long notice, I didn't really have like all of my responses. I had sent out my invites and stuff, but I didn't have all my responses yet, and I was a little bit panicked. But she said that it doesn't start all together, which was huge to know. Like, it really didn't start all together, but it completely flowed, like, once it got going. It was definitely worth it, definitely worth it. Like I said, I think that it was already worth it, and then the ripple effect from here on out, I don't know what that will be, but obviously I have the feeling that it will be great, because it already has been. So in my mind, if it was already worth it, then anything that comes now is a bonus. You know, I'm just super, super thankful and super excited. And if like I said, it also allowed me, like with the templates and things like that, it did allow me to focus more on like remembering why I'm there, and to like connecting with the readers and connecting with the contributors as well. Like of course, we all wish we had more time in the day. We had some really crazy life things happen in the middle of the blog party, which figures, right? So I didn't get to spend as much time doing that as I would have hoped, but even the time that I did, like that was hugely worth it as well. And without those templates and like the technical stuff being so well laid out for me, I don't think I would have been able to concentrate on the real reason that we're there and, you know, everything like that. So really great feedback from readers, great feedback from the contributors and from the ministries as well. I mean, it was just completely a success in my book. So I didn't know if there's any other questions or not. I'm trying to think of what else I did or didn't cover. And you know, I'm a rambler, so I don't really, I'm trying to think. Of course I would. I would absolutely recommend this course to other bloggers because I think that it is a fantastic way. I loved that it works for everyone. That was the biggest thing for me. I don't like sales. I'm not a good salesperson. I'm not good at, like, if it's somebody else's stuff, I can totally promote it. If I'm behind it, I can totally promote it. I have no problem. But this was a way for me to like promote my blog, right? But in a way that would benefit everybody. It would benefit it. I really thought through like all of the readers on my list, and then I was thinking through when I was looking for contributors on their list because I really wanted it super specific based on things that Anna had said that was going to be a benefit to everyone. And I think that's the biggest thing that stood out to me is that everybody felt like they were a part of something. Everybody felt, because they were, everybody felt like it was a benefit to them. It wasn't just like me going out for me or me trying to promote me or me trying to get traffic or, you know, or opt-ins or, I mean, email subscribers or whatever. So I think that was probably my biggest thing is that this was like a way that works for everyone. Yeah, it really does. I would highly, highly recommend it. And then towards the end, I mean, I could have probably gone a little bit longer. Like that, the 30 for my first one, the 30 was definitely, or 31 days was definitely my max for my family life and everything going on. But I could have probably gone longer because I had other contacts of people that were contacting me back and wanting to join in and things like that. So I've got, you know, I was in communication with them and saving things for later, but there's people that want to continue other things later on or definitely be a part of other blog parties. So it's definitely for everyone. It's not self-focused at all, and I loved that because I have a really hard time with getting behind stuff that's super self-focused. So I don't know if that answers. Yes, the contributors and the sponsors were happy about. Yes, they were absolutely happy about it. They were all really excited about it. I think it's because it's something that, you know, it's different. Like you guys are aware in the course. But it's different than like a link up, or it's different than other things where we really are coming together and working towards a common goal. Like there was a different kind of like buzz or excitement about it. I think that they were really, or I know that they were really pleased with and the sponsors as well. Like some of our sponsors went back and added things, and then we also got other sponsors. So not only did we have other people interested as contributors, but we had other people interested as sponsors as well. So that was really cool because that was a part that I personally wasn't comfortable. I mean, I would have done, not that I wouldn't have done it, but I just wasn't very comfortable seeking out sponsors. But with the course and the templates and things like that, knowing what to follow, I was able to do it, and then not only get awesome sponsors, but also to have people add things or change things or to come in through the middle. So it was really great. They were definitely happy with it, and so was I. Worked out really well. And I didn't know if there's any other. Basically, you've got happy campers. I think that the course was awesome. Yes, I do. I really do. I think that I think it opened a lot more doors as a blogger. I feel like it opened up connections with different bloggers. It opened up supports. It opened up. There was really neat things going on inside of the contributor group too, like just the communication and different like helping each other and preparing different lists for each other for following each other on social media and things like that. Like it was more of a community kind of thing, and I think that that was huge. I definitely feel more established. I think that I can even tell it's so interesting because it's something that I hope for and pray for, but I definitely didn't know how to seek it out. So the blog party actually allowed me to become and be seen as more established and without really having to like go out there and self-promote, if that makes sense. More partnerships, yes, definitely. More partnerships with other bloggers and some ministries. I'm not exactly sure like what is all coming of that yet. Some things are still in process, but definitely more affiliates, different things. I mean, definitely different things there. So that all of the stuff that goes along with being more established and being seen as more of something as a specific like specialty. So this blog party we did was tween parenting, which is obviously very, very specific. I would totally do other ones that were, not as specific. But I think each time that I could see after doing this one that each time that you would do a blog party with a certain topic, it would kind of establish you in that area. Like with the tween parenting stuff, I mean, it's crazy right now, like everything that I have coming on from, resources and partnerships and ministries and affiliates and all sorts of different things. I mean, it's really, really a cool thing. But then if I was to go and because I do faith, family, and homeschool on the blog, so if I was to go and do something else during the line, I can see where that would set me up as more established in that area, which is another really cool thing because it doesn't have to be just one thing. It can be different. If you cover different topics, it can be different topics, different blog parties for different topics. So I think that's really cool. What products and events do you have in mind from here on? For my blog, for the tween parenting stuff? Is that what you're asking? Because right now I have too many ideas. I'm really like praying through and processing through all the things. As far as yeah, okay. There's so many. There's so many that have come up from this on the tween parenting side. There's been podcasts talked about that. Yes, for us. Talked about podcasts for tween parenting. We've looked at just different paid resources, different courses, different email courses. Free and paid. I'm also part of the blog party, like Anna says in the course, is putting together that ebook. Oh, that's my 2-year-old. I'm putting together the ebook. Wow, so I might have to get that. Putting together the ebook of the blog contributors. Excuse me for a moment. Okay. Come here, baby. It's definitely bedtime here. Come here, sweetheart. It's okay. So yeah. Anyways, we're putting together the ebook for this party, and then this is the great thing about live video. So, and then also for other blog parties, I was thinking of marriage, more parenting, maybe parenting 2-year-olds. No, things like that. So yes, exactly. Real motherhood. It really is. You're so welcome. Yeah, if there's anything else, just let me know. I will definitely be in the group to respond to questions and things and whatnot when there's not a 2-year-old screaming at me. So, but thank you so much, Anna. The course was wonderful, and I really would love to help you guys with any questions that you have as you do your blog parties, because it was definitely worth it and highly, highly recommended. We'll talk to you later. Okay. Okay.